Jan van Eyck, master of Flemish realism. Jan van Eyck, circa 1390, 1441, is widely regarded as one of the most significant painters of the early Northern Renaissance. Celebrated for his pioneering use of oil paints and meticulous attention to detail, Van Eyck's work embodies a fusion of technical mastery and spiritual depth that transformed European art. His paintings, characterized by their vivid realism, refined textures, and sophisticated symbolism, have cemented his reputation as a master of Flemish realism. Early life and background. Jan van Eyck was born around 1390, possibly in Eyck, located in the Prince-Bishopric of Liège, now part of modern Belgium. Though details of his early life are scarce, Van Eyck came from a family of artists, including his brother Hubert van Eyck, who was also a respected painter. It is believed that Hubert may have been his mentor and that the brothers collaborated on several projects. By the early 1420s, Van Eyck's reputation had begun to flourish. He entered the service of John of Bavaria, the ruler of Holland, where he likely worked as both a painter and a diplomat. His connections with noble courts provided him with both artistic commissions and an influential platform to develop his craft, career, and patrons. Van Eyck's most prominent patron was Philip the Good, Duke of Burgundy, one of the most powerful rulers in Europe at the time. Serving as the Duke's court painter from 1425 until his death, Van Eyck not only painted portraits and religious works, but also undertook diplomatic missions, showcasing the high regard in which he was held. Working within the Burgundian court, Van Eyck gained access to the finest materials and intellectual circles of the time. His role at court allowed him to experiment with artistic techniques that revolutionized painting in Northern Europe. Innovations in techniques. Jan van Eyck's most groundbreaking contribution to art was his refinement of oil painting techniques. While oil paints existed prior to Van Eyck, he perfected their use by developing translucent glazes and subtle layering methods that allowed for unprecedented realism, luminous colors, and intricate details. His works revealed textures such as hair, fabric, metal, and skin with astonishing precision. Through his oil painting mastery, Van Eyck achieved effects that rivaled nature itself. His works display a heightened attention to light, shadow, reflection, and perspective, offering a three-dimensional illusion rarely seen before in European art. His use of symbolic detail, such as flowers, mirrors, or inscriptions, added layers of meaning that resonated with contemporary religious and philosophical thought. Masterpieces and artistic legacy. Among Van Eyck's most famous works is the Arnolfini portrait, 1434, an enigmatic depiction of an Italian merchant and his wife. This painting, rich with symbolism, showcases his technical brilliance through detailed textures, reflective surfaces, and lifelike portrayal of human figures. The convex mirror in the background reflects not only the couple but also two additional figures, exemplifying Van Eyck's fascination with perspective and visual illusion. Another monumental masterpiece is the Ghent altarpiece, 1432, formerly known as the Adoration of the Mystic Lamb, completed in collaboration with his brother Hubert. This polyptych altarpiece stands as one of the greatest artistic achievements of the 15th century. Housed in St. Bavo's Cathedral in Ghent, Belgium, the altarpiece features intricate religious scenes, lifelike figures, and vivid landscapes that illustrate Van Eyck's unparalleled technical prowess and spiritual vision. Other significant works include Portrait of Man Self-Portrait, commonly referred to as Man in a Red Turban, 1433, which is celebrated for its psychological depth and meticulous attention to detail. The intense gaze and lifelike flesh tones of Sitter exemplify Van Eyck's skill in portraiture, influence, and historical significance. Jan van Eyck's impact on the development of Western art cannot be overstated.